Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. Here we have a lot of latest gist to give to your satisfaction. On the celebrity lifestyle like Pearl Watt, who seems to be going through a tough time after Maurice Sam dropped a bombshell on his live stream. He casually announced that he is single, and people couldn't believe their ears. For so long, many thought Pearl and Maurice Sam were a solid couple, but his sudden declaration shook everything up. After this live stream drama, it became super clear that Pearl stopped commenting on Maurice's posts, something she had been doing regularly before. You could almost feel the change in the air, and it wasn't just a small shift, it was like a whole different vibe. What really struck people, though, was how Pearl behaved during her own live stream after Maurice Sam dropped the "I'm single" bomb. At first, she was all smiles, laughing, and having fun. But when Maurice joined the live stream and said he was single, you could practically see her world crumble. That smile she was trying to hold on to quickly faded, and it was hard for her to hide how hurt she felt. You know that feeling when you're trying to smile through your pain? Well, Pearl was doing exactly that, but it was clear she couldn't keep it up for long. For a long time, Pearl had been all in for Maurice Sam, constantly showing him love and appreciation. She threw surprise birthday parties for him, celebrated his achievements, and genuinely seemed to go all out to make him feel special. But what's wild is that, even after all this, Maurice Sam never really returned the same energy. He never celebrated Pearl in the same way she did for him. It's like she was the one doing all the heavy lifting in the relationship, while he just kept taking and never gave back. This whole situation made people start questioning what was really going on behind closed doors. There were whispers about Maurice Sam possibly using their child as a way to emotionally keep Pearl tied to him. The speculation was intense, with many wondering if Maurice Sam was just using the kid as a safety net, knowing it would keep Pearl from walking away. It makes you wonder if Maurice Sam was just being selfish, and Pearl was left feeling trapped in a situation she couldn't easily escape from. On top of all this, Pearl's not the kind of person who shares her emotions with the world. She keeps a lot to herself, and it's clear that she's struggling with her feelings but doesn't have anyone she can truly talk to. Maybe she's afraid of being judged, or maybe it's just too painful to put it all out there. Either way, it's evident that she's carrying a heavy emotional burden and feels alone in the process. Things get even more complicated when you think back to those dark rumors about Pearl's state of mind. There were stories going around about how Pearl was so desperate to get Maurice Sam to marry her that she said she'd do something drastic if he didn't. These kinds of stories are never easy to hear, but they paint a picture of just how hurt and frustrated Pearl must have been feeling. No one wants to reach that point, but it's easy to see why someone in Pearl's shoes might have been pushed to the edge. People are now asking themselves why, after all these years of an alleged relationship, Maurice Sam hasn't officially acknowledged Pearl as his partner. He's been clear about not being in a relationship, which has only added to the confusion. It feels like Pearl has been left in the shadows, and Maurice Sam hasn't given her the commitment or respect she deserves. If you've been dating someone for years, you'd think by now there would be some clear acknowledgement or even a proposal, but that hasn't happened, and it's leaving Pearl questioning where she stands. And here's the thing, despite all of this, Pearl has stayed loyal. She's celebrated Maurice Sam publicly, stood by him, and given him so much love. But Maurice Sam hasn't been able to offer the same in return. This one-sided love has started to take its toll, and you can't help but feel bad for Pearl. She's been there for him, but where's the love for her? It's heartbreaking when you give your all to someone, and they don't give you the same back. Fans of Pearl are starting to rally behind her, recognizing that she's going through a lot. It's tough to see someone you care about in so much pain, and many people are encouraging others to show Pearl more love and support. She needs people around her who care, especially during this hard time when her heart is clearly broken. It's like the universe has been testing her, and she's struggling to keep it all together. At this point, it's hard not to question Maurice Sam's true intentions. Why has he kept things so ambiguous for so long? Why hasn't he made it clear what he wants with Pearl? It's been years of speculation and confusion, and Maurice Sam's recent actions have only made things worse. Pearl deserves better than this back and forth uncertainty. She deserves someone who will show up for her and celebrate her the way she has celebrated him. It's easy for people to feel frustrated when they see Pearl putting in so much effort while Maurice Sam keeps his distance. Many fans are starting to speak out about how unfair it seems. Why should Pearl continue to sacrifice so much for someone who isn't willing to do the same for her? It's not just about the lack of acknowledgement, it's about respect, love, and loyalty. In the end, the real question remains, is Maurice Sam ever going to step up and show Pearl that she's worth more than just words? Or is he going to keep playing with her emotions while she waits for something that may never come? Fans and followers are hoping that Pearl will eventually find the love and respect she deserves, whether with Maurice Sam or someone else who will truly value her. People are eager to hear what Pearl has to say about everything, and many are hoping she'll find the strength to speak her truth, no matter how difficult it might be. The comments section is buzzing with opinions, and everyone has something to say about this complicated and emotional situation. If you have thoughts on this, now's the time to share them and join the conversation. Please like and subscribe for more gist.